I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic.
Did the Young Turks just turn away from the Pledge of Allegiance with two super cute kids? Yes, we did. Okay.
It's another TYT Meltdown on the Soyless Match Show! Woo! Yes! The Young Turks had a really bad day, the 28th, when they had to react to the Republican National Convention and Donald Trump's acceptance speech. Did they have a meltdown? Yes, and also perhaps technical problems. Let me show it to you. Let's go! Full power!
You're going to have to lean in to listen to sleepy Ben Carson. So first of all, Ben Carson spoke. I could barely hear him. He mentioned the usual stuff about, oh my God, you have no idea how much Donald Trump cares about black people and how wonderful and kind he is. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Here we go again. Okay. They found every African American.
It's ridiculous. It's they talk about identity politics on the left. They talk about identity. We do it too. I mean, the left does it too. Democrats do it too.
They're calling Biden a socialist. Every speaker is calling Biden a socialist. I'm not going to listen to any more people. We don't need this speech. They're all the same thing. Donald Trump is so empathetic. Oh my God, he loves black people so much. And by the way, Donald Trump did increase funding to historically black colleges and universities. And so I always give credit where credit is due. He has never once talked about it publicly. He's never emphasized it, never gone on a Twitter storm about it. We never heard about it until the convention, and all of a sudden they need black votes. They throw up 28 black speakers, like literally more black people than they have in their own party. They bring in a couple of Democrats as well, and they're like, oh my God, do you know about historically black colleges and universities and how much Donald Trump, oh, shut up. Trump he probably didn't even know he did it.
But there were also white people speaking at the Republican convention. So Cenk did comment and gave his thoughts about the content of some of the speeches.
So, Franklin Graham, first of all, he sounds like a Muslim. We have total dependence on you, oh Lord. I wouldn't go with total. I'd leave a little bit to the scientists and the doctors. I'm keeping it real. Democrats be like, no, don't say that. We'll lose the religious vote. All right, anyway.
And that's why he got only 5% of the vote when he ran for office.
He said, we thank you for Donald Trump. Man, that is a wicked Lord. Okay, that's not the Lord I pray to. But, well, I don't pray to any Lord. Let's keep it real. And he sounded Muslim because he's like, your will is the only thing that can be done. Us humans, we're nothing. I mean, that's how a lot of imams are in Islam.
Sounds like Trump wants to implement Sharia law, which is, by the way, redundant because Sharia, I believe, means law. So Sharia.
Get a load of this new shirt we got. Person, woman, man.
What? He couldn't call it a man. He hesitated. Oh, is it a man? Man.
He said, and now the squad and these radical socialists are trying to take away your God-given rights. Really? Name one. Name one.
Take the guns away! Fuck the NRA!
Let's listen to more lies from Dan Scavino, by the way, who used to be Donald Trump's caddy. That's how he got the job.
Look at his face. It's fucking terrifying. Please, I'll vote for Trump. Please, don't kill me. No.
Oh wait, there's Dana White, UFC. So speaking of sports, you want to hear him talking?
Yeah. Yo, gonna kick some ass with Donald Trump. Let's listen.
Let's not. Instead, let's listen to one of my people, a fellow taco.
Buenas tardes. I'm a proud American and proud descendant.
Yeah. They had to reach deep and far to find a Latino Republican, and I'm it. Utah dog catcher assistant. I'm here for you. I didn't know Dana White was that much of a jerk. So he says, you know, our first responders, they're the greatest, man. They protect us. They do a job that's really risky. Really? No, the cops don't do a risky job at all. The minute they think that there's any kind of tiny little threat, oh, there's a chihuahua around the corner 3 blocks away, murder everybody in sight. You know what happened with Jacob Blake? His dad went to go visit him. He's handcuffed in the hospital. That's a risky job. Oh, you never know. The paralyzed guy might get up and attack me. Oh, let's handcuff him. Oh, such a risky job. Such a risky job. We didn't murder him yet. So he couldn't come back. He's black. I don't know. He's black. Maybe he's got superhuman strength. So that's risking my ass.
I mean, you made so many points, but the thing that sticks out to me more just about cops and their culture, I've been thinking about it a lot, and I'll go even further than you, Cenk. I'll one-up you. I'll one-up the one-upper.
I believe about the police that is more extreme than Cenk Huger's damn take on it. What could possibly be, Emma?
There's not just something wrong in cop culture. I think it literally attracts
Trump, please.
bullies.
Police! Oh, police! The complaints of a child.
And I'm not saying every cop's a bully. This is something you're not going to hear on mainstream media either. It also attracts racists and white supremacists.
He said Donald Trump has, quote, endless kindness. Come on, let it go. Let it go. Absurd. Totally absurd. And then he says, and you know, Donald Trump, he's not just my friend. He's your friend. No, he's not. The only thing I'll give to Dana White is that he did a good job of being in direct competition, and the only one really in direct competition, with Kimberly Guilfoyle for who could give the most shouty speech.
You know who's next? You're next!
And finally, after a very shouty night for Cenk Huger and Emma, whatever, the moment they've been waiting for finally arrived. The moment that made Cenk Huger show up to do the show that day. He was on vacation that week, but he showed up to do the show, to be able to give his thoughts about the speech of Donald Trump live in real time. What an opportunity, right? So let's hear what Cenk Huger had to say about Donald Trump's speech.
Radical movement to completely dismantle and destroy it. That won't happen.
Oh no! They had technical problems, and most of their comments were completely muted. Oh no! I'm so sad! Such a tragedy, no!
Unfortunately, from the beginning, our opponents have shown themselves capable of nothing but a partisan ability to criticize. When I took bold action to issue a travel ban on China, very early indeed,
they even took them off the screen by Cenk. Oh, the sadness is with sadness in my heart that I must tell you what is right. For most of the night, it was Donald Trump saying all his talking points and interrupted on the Young Turks. Oh no! But Cenk Huger, the brave warrior with massive intellect, even without audio, he didn't give up.
and when the China virus hit, we launched the largest national mobilization.
Cenk's great idea was to just two faces, like a child.
In the history of our country. There has never been such a difference between two parties or two individuals in ideology.
Cenk even tried to promote his men t-shirt by using only visuals and no sound because they were muted, but they had another unforeseen problem with Emma. No, Emma, she didn't have the power or the stamina. She didn't drink her coffee and thus was very sleepy.
Adventure in human history. No matter where your family comes from, no matter your background in America.
But finally, they got their sound back and their nightmare was over.
All right, for God's sake, end it. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so, look, guys, we were supposed to end the show 5 minutes ago with a public show. We got a post game coming up for you guys. Now we're going to have to reverse the entire order because the guy took 7 hours to speak. By the end, he was like, and Iwo Jima and Wyatt Earp. It's kind of like a microcosm of his term, just running out of gas. All right, but anyway, we're going to do an analysis of the entire Trump speech and Ivanka's speech and the entire RNC. But we got to do it for the members.
No, let's do it right now. I'm like Robin Hood. I give the people what they want. I do it for the people. And the people wanna know. What is Cenk Huger's take? Will it be dumb as fuck? Yes. Or maybe you think it's really smart. I don't know. I report, and you decide.
No, Cenk.
Look, the speech was monstrously long. Trump ran out of gas and I almost thought he was going to faint at the end of the speech. And then Iwo Jima, right? They will say outrageous things about the Democrats. Oh, China wants Biden to win.
Chinese state media has voiced support for a Biden presidency. On August 7th, Director of the National Counterintelligence and Security Center, William Evanina, said in a statement, "We assess that China prefers that President Trump, who Beijing sees as unpredictable, does not win re-election."
Biden is going to be best friends with China and Iran, and he didn't want to kill bin Laden. All these whatever outrageous thing after outrageous.
For about 4 weeks, only 6 of us knew the possibility of where bin Laden was. The president, he went around the table with all the senior people, including the chiefs of staff. And he said, "I have to make this decision. What is your opinion?" Got to me and he said, "Joe, what do you think?" I said, "We owe the man a direct answer. Mr. President, my suggestion is don't go." The next morning, he came down through the diplomatic entrance, getting in a helicopter, I believe, to go to Michigan. I'm not positive of that. He turned to Tom Donald and said, "Go." Knowing that as loyal as everyone is around that table, when pressed and when books were written later, would have said, "I didn't tell him to do that."
And then he made up this new number that I've never heard before. And sometimes it's hard to fact check Trump because he makes up numbers on the spot. That we conducted 40 million more tests than any other country in the world. There's no way that's true.
Even that is true, but only if you get rid of the probably fake numbers from China. So maybe 2 out of 3.
But now, it's important to note that there was a significant progressive portion of the speech. So he talked about how he killed TPP, how he was against the wars. That was a theme throughout the Republican convention, that they were against wars. Democrats never mentioned they were against wars. God damn it, man. Even Trump, that mentally challenged guy in the White House, knows that when you're in election season, the country's progressive.
When we began in Iowa, we were 50 points behind. When we began in New Hampshire, we were 30 points behind, and we were way behind here in Nevada.
That we won almost 1,900 delegates, but it is not enough. Secretary Clinton has won.
Which takes me to the state of our presidential campaign. I wish I could give you better news, but I think you know the truth. And that is that we are now some 300 delegates behind Vice President Biden, and the path toward victory is virtually impossible.
And that is what Cenk said. He thought about Donald Trump's speech and the RNC convention or whatever. But what did he really think in his mind? Think about it. Well, here at the Soyless Mat Investigate, we will give you the truth. And nothing but the truth, and things that are funny. Let me show you what Cenk actually thought.
I think we're gonna win, but this time, it's just, we had a giant lead because Trump is so monstrous and disastrous. And it's just Biden trying to lose that lead till the end.
I feel the air kind of slowly being let out of the balloon, and it's palpable, and I'm getting nervous.
And that is all for the Soyless Max Show. Today, but not forever. So please subscribe, click the like button, and that we are built shit. I promise more videos soon, and they're gonna get better and better. The best is yet to come. Remember that I am a brown person. Taco, oh no. Don't you wanna support a minority? Do it, I'm brown. And follow me on Twitter, or else Cenk is gonna win. Oh no. Do you want Cenk to win? Do you want him to win? Or do you want him to be defeated by me having more subscribers and Twitter followers? Do it. Please. Defeat Cenk and end racism by following Dame Pesos on Twitter and YouTube. Woo! Do it. Please. And now I'm gonna leave you with my thoughts and my analysis of what Cenk Huger said on his transmission on my transmission. That's right, in a very rare Dame Pesos video moment, I will express my true political opinion on Super IQ analysis of Cenk Huger. No jokes, only high IQ analysis. Let's go! Soyless Match Show forever! Woo!
Everything he said was a lie. None of it is true.
They lie with abandon because he's got verbal diarrhea. He can't stop himself.
He's an unbelievable liar. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They just lie with no remorse. They lie with abandon. They get these liars to come out here and say this stuff with a straight face. I'm not even going to bother disproving that. They just think if you talk louder, then by definition, you're going to be right.
No, Cenk,